You are listening to the Motherhood Unstressed podcast, and I'm your host, Liz Carlisle. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so glad that you're here, as always, and I'm thrilled to do this impromptu episode. This is one I fast-tracked because she's doing a 45-day challenge right now, so I wanted to get this out to you almost immediately after we recorded. I'm speaking with Zoi Brees. She's a fitness and nutrition coach specializing in helping women, especially those in middle age, themselves first and make their health and vitality a priority. Now, in this episode, we're discussing key ways you can make the shift, as she calls it, towards greater health and vitality starting today. So whether you're a brand new mom or a veteran mom with older kids, you're going to get some benefit out of this. And I think it's probably reaching you at just the right time. That's why you press play and why we're all here. And my hope with this episode is that it motivates you to start putting yourself first for real, not just talking, but actually putting action behind that. And in those 45 days, finding a deeper connection to yourself, to your health, and to your happiness. So enjoy this episode. Definitely share it out with a friend who might want to do the challenge with you. And if you can leave us a review on Apple, that's always greatly appreciated. Enjoy the episode with Zoi Brees. Well, hello, Zoi. Welcome to the show. I'm so glad that you're here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I don't know how long we've known each other through the internet, but gosh, ever since we connected, I feel like it's almost daily. I get inspired by the work that you're doing, by the message that you're sending out to your followers and to the world at large. How long have you been doing this work? How did you get into this?
Well, I have been in the health and fitness industry for years, co-owning juice bars, creating healthy recipes. I've been into fitness, since teens. I grew up with a father that was an avid runner and really into healthy eating and making protein shakes and, just really doing the whole health thing back in the 70s and 80s before it even really became, such a huge thing in our world today. And I've had such a passion for it that I decided a few years back to go back to school and get a couple certifications and help others lead a healthy lifestyle.
Wow. So it really has been in your DNA from the beginning. What do you think is more important? The mindset, the nutrition, or the fitness? Are they all equal?
I think the key is the mindset. I think it starts with mindset. I think that you need to, as an individual, get yourself in a position, I call it the shift. And I think that shift is key. You need to be in the right place to then move forward with making healthy choices with your food, movement with your body, and, really living a healthy lifestyle. It's evolved so much over the years with so many different, I'm just a big advocate on real whole foods. My program is not based on a diet per se.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's probably why, for you, it is more than just a diet or I'm just going to do this, so I weigh this amount or I look like this. No, it is who you are. And that comes across so clearly in the work that you put out and the content that you put out. How does a woman who maybe hasn't been making herself the priority in her life, how does she make that shift? Because that shift, which is so crucial, to getting everything that you want in life for yourself, it's such a big leap, I think, for a lot of people. How does she get there?
Yeah, it really is. It really is. And, a lot of my work is me educating my client and women. My niche is women's health and more middle-aged women to put themselves first and to make their health a priority. Because as women age, we go through life, we're a wife, we raise our children, and, we forget the importance of ourselves. And I think making that shift is really focusing on longevity and on the future. what your health is going to look like. And I feel that it's, many small pieces of a puzzle, and, being organized and consistent with the food, and food journaling, writing things down, mind over matter. There's so many little steps to the process in sustainable weight loss or sustainable, healthy habits for a lifestyle change.
Absolutely. And I think too, when women are first starting out, like, we don't know what we're putting in our mouths half the time. Like, to bring in that self-awareness, to actually put it on the page, I think is so transformational. So I love that you do that. And, in today's world, we are up against so much processed food. We desire that convenience, but at the same time, it's almost like an uphill battle, to eat healthy. It seems like it's such a simple thing to do, but when you take on stress and even that emotional aspect of it.
Because everybody's in a different place emotionally, physically, and mentally. Yeah. I'd like my clients to eat throughout the day. They're practicing portion control and they're practicing consistency. And, you should never go through the day being hungry. And you should never, go through the day feeling that like you're deprived. I have so many clients that when I initially do a consultation feel that they're going to be eating just chicken and salads every day.
Right. Totally. I think that that's so important to mention. It's like, you don't have to feel hungry. I remember when I was little, my mom went to the doctor and she said, I told him I wanted to lose weight. And he told her, well, then you're going to have to feel hungry during the day. And I don't know why, but I always remembered that. And just to hear you say, no, that's actually BS. Like, you don't have to suffer in order to get the body and the life that you want. I think that that's so freeing. And especially coming from someone who is living it, you're not just preaching it, you are the embodiment of that. I think that that's huge.
Right. Yeah. And, it's less is not more. Putting healthy foods into your body and incorporating all your different food groups, all your different macronutrients, your body learns to process food differently. So that's when you make that transition. My clients, of course, that need to lose weight, that do want to lose weight, and they have goals to reach, I do put them in a calorie deficit. We don't realize everything that we put into our bodies. Yeah. You don't realize all of the different foods in the calories. And especially I've noticed with most of my clients, the sugars that people put into their body and how it affects the other food that they eat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a vacuum. Like, everything that we eat interacts with the other things that we eat and with our own cells. And something that's really hit home with me is that, our genes aren't fixed, or our genes change depending on what we put into our bodies. And I find that so fascinating, but also kind of scary, because it's like, well, I just had that Kit Kat, what did I just create in my body? What reaction just happened that I might be paying for, years down the road.
Right. A lot of programs or diets have cheat days or cheat meals, or, and I don't base my programs on that, because when you do have an abundance of sugar or alcohol or high saturated fats, it takes a few days for your body to process that and for all of your, levels to kind of flatten out. So, I really emphasize, there's no guilt or shame if you want certain foods and you're enjoying. It's part of life is enjoying holidays, special events, going out to dinner, celebrating. Then, you need to eat whatever food that you'd like to enjoy. And then you just need to move on to the rest of your day or to the next day and get back on track. Absolutely. And I feel that really, really helps when my clients know that they don't have to have any guilt or shame for what they're eating. I just educate them and inspire them and motivate them and encourage them to get back on track.
Absolutely. Yeah. And like I said, it definitely comes across. Like, there's this level of authenticity through the work that you're doing that I think I don't know, it just hits people the right way. But talk to us about your upcoming challenge, which is the reason that we're here having this conversation.
Yeah.
What is it about, and what are the women who take this challenge? What are they going to get out of it?
Yeah, it's a 45-day challenge, and it's really rebooting and resetting again the mindset shift. It's so important to, in your mind, know that you are the only one that can take that step to do a challenge or to do a program. You are the only one that can make that change for you. So this 45-day challenge is a ton of information. I have a downloadable toolkit that's 40 plus pages of a ton of information. And it's me educating, coaching, motivating, inspiring my client to make that shift. We work on mindset. We work on, the reasons that they might overeat, stress, anxiety, work. I personalize it because every client is different and every client has a different situation. So you're learning just education on food and how to balance your food, how to make a healthy plate, healthy recipes, food swaps. I'm really big on label reading. You don't realize all of the ingredients that you don't know what they are in foods. The big thing again is sugar. You don't realize how much sugar is in pasta sauces, salad dressings. I mean, so many things. We know sugar as like cookies and cakes and those type of things, but there's so much sugar and other things. So in this 45-day challenge, I do 2 accountability check-in calls a week, and we talk about everything from challenges to, positivity to mindset. I have my clients order it's called the Passion Planner, and I love it. They set daily goals and daily intentions, whether it just be in their personal life or it be about food or definitely movement, any type of exercise and working out. And then they also log all their food. I'm a big advocate of writing down. I think mind over matter, when you're writing down, then you can refer back and you can see, maybe why you met your goals that week or why you didn't. So the journaling is a huge part of my program as well, but it's open. So, I find the majority of my clients like to do individual and not in a group setting, just depending on where they're at. I have clients that are a little more private that don't want to expose that they're trying to lose weight. So it's open. I have a link in my bio on my Instagram where you can sign up. I do mini consult, about 20 minutes or however long, that they want to chat just to kind of get to know me a little better and get a little more information on the program if they have, other questions before they get going.
And share with the audience your Instagram handle.
It's Zoi Brees. ZOI BREES.
Yes, thank you for spelling that. For everyone listening, out walking your dog, it's ZOI. Okay, so taking it back to getting more specific, I think a challenge like this is brilliant because so many people, all the information is out there, right? But it's almost like too much information. You need someone to kind of direct you. Take us through your daily routine. What do you absolutely have to do to feel like, okay, Zoi can take on this day. I can have a great day. What are the things that you absolutely have on your list? Hey guys, I'm so excited to share my new book, Motherhood Unstressed, is now available on Amazon and Kindle. This book is filled with journaling opportunities, with original quotes, and with poetry, all designed to help increase your level of self-awareness and self-love and to remind you to connect with who you really are. My hope is that you'll leave it on your nightstand and flip to a page every single day and find exactly what you need to be the best mom that you can be and to live a life that you love.
Well, definitely my workout. Super, super important to me. Really gets me in such a great positive mode for the day. I food prep. I have healthy things, in my refrigerator, in my pantry. And so my food intake is very important. It's just eating that, getting up in the morning and eating that healthy meal gets my day going. And, I feel very blessed that I have the opportunity to have a career with what I have a passion for. I love helping women. It's exciting for me to see them excited and happy to see their results and to reach their goals.
Oh man, do you think your dad is proud of you and the work that you're doing?
Oh, most definitely. He is. Yeah. My dad is definitely, we have many conversations about it. And, I don't think it matters how old you are, your parents always think of you as their child. And so, yeah, he's definitely, he's proud.
Man, so with everything that we've covered, with everything that you've learned in life, what is one message that you want to leave with the audience today? What do you want the women listening to this to remember from this talk?
Oh, gosh. I think it is so important as a woman to definitely believe in yourself, love yourself. I had mentioned, you're a wife, you're a mother, you're all these things. And I think for women, we don't put ourselves first. And I think it's so important to have that time, to focus on your health and focus on your well-being. When my son was growing up, and he's 21 now, I tried to take that time because I felt that if I got my fitness in and I did things for myself, that it made me a more grateful person. It made me smile. It made me feel happy. So I felt like I could be a better mother. And I really feel that, and I do feel just with this whole body positivity movement and, the way things have shifted, I do feel that women are feeling more inspired to be themselves and to love themselves and to challenge themselves and to be that strong presence.
Absolutely. And, to let go of the guilt of taking that time for themselves. I don't know about you, but, it's possible that, I don't know, did you ever feel judged when you were like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym or I'm going to do something for myself like 10 years ago when it wasn't as in vogue?
Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah. That goes hand in hand with the eating as well. And that's something I talk to my clients about. One question that I ask my clients is, who is supporting you in this challenge? Or if you're doing a 12-week program, who is supporting you in this program? That's very important to have a support system and not have someone you're living with, whether, it be a friend or a spouse or, a family member. It's so important to have that support when you're trying to better yourself and not be judged and not be put down and not be irritated because your food selection is going to be different, or you're going to maybe be spending a little more time getting some fitness in or spending time journaling. So that support is huge when you're trying to reach goals. You have to just keep in your mind that you made this commitment for yourself. And as women, we have to have that strength to know that it's only us that's going to make that change. So even though you do have support or you don't, you have to know that you're doing this for you.
And I love that line. We're going to leave it on that. Zoi, thank you so much. Thank you for the work that you're doing. Thank you for this challenge. And thank you for doing really what you love the most, because that's what's uplifting all of us in the process. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Liz, for having me.
You have been listening to the Motherhood Unstressed podcast, and I'm your host, Liz Carlisle. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so grateful that we got this time together today. And if you love this episode, I would so appreciate it if you would share it out on your social media. Make sure to tag us at Motherhood Unstressed. Connect with us at Motherhood Unstressed. I'd love to connect with you and see where the work has gone in the world. And make sure that you subscribe so that you never miss out on an amazing interview with an incredible guest or our weekly guided meditations every Wednesday.